Welcome to Valor Fights 37. Tonight, we're in Cleveland, Tennessee at Cleveland State Community College. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Vince Ferrar alongside Ben Sargent, Casey Oxendine. Our main event tonight, it's a good one. Pro MMA flyweight. It's Damarcus Holmes taking on Devin Ward. And start us out telling us about Damarcus.
Damarcus said he has more experience. He said his opponent is a little bit more well-rounded what he's used to, but he said his experience is going to come away with the win. And also, he's a former amateur champion, so we'll see if he has a champion spirit tonight.
Casey, tell us about Devin.
Well, Devin Ward is also a former amateur champion. This is a kid who started out primarily as a jiu-jitsu specialist. His striking has improved so much since then. But, man, don't blink, because this guy, 6 of his 8 finishes have come by way of choke submission.
Wow, flyweights are always exciting. It's a pro MMA bout in our main event here tonight, but a lot more exciting MMA action is in store for you here at Valor Fights 37 in Cleveland, Tennessee. It starts next.
Valor Fights.
East 26.
Valor Fights.
I got Valor.
Fairgrounds Sports Arena.
I got Valor.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Woo. They gon' love me for my valor. Pressure building by the
Valor
hour.
Fights.
This battle is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the Hog's Red corner, he weighed in at 150 pounds, holds a record of 1 win with 1 loss, and fights out of Newport, Tennessee, Leo Woods. And his opponent across the cage to my left, he weighed in at 145 pounds, holds an undefeated record of 1 win with no losses, and represents American Killer Bees in Cleveland, Tennessee, Dakota Pell. Your referee when the action begins is Jimmy Neely.
Jimmy Neely, our referee, in this bout presented by Your Fight. It's Leo Woods in the white trunks taking on Dakota Pell in the black trunks. 3 3-minute rounds. Featherweight bout at 145. I want to correct myself when we were talking about Leo Woods earlier. Goncalves, that was the previous fighter, Woods, taking his place. So sorry for the mix-up there. Leo Woods 1-1 in his career. Dakota Pell at 1-0. Valor Fights 37, Cleveland, Tennessee. Vince Ferrar, Casey Oxendine, Ben Sargent, touch of gloves, and here we go.
Let's see him get on the inside. Let's see what happens.
Dakota Pell closing the distance.
Throwing those
Look at
knees.
this, looking for a guillotine early.
He doesn't have it hooked. He doesn't have the other arm connected.
No, but he does have the possibility of a triangle choke combination here if Woods is able to slip the guillotine, and he attacks it. Unable to establish that. Again, Leo Woods so long and lanky here. Even a seasoned grappler may have a hard time getting a hold of him.
Absolutely.
Woods is in the white on top delivery.
Yeah, just relentless with those body shots.
Pell in the black on the bottom right now. And Woods got the neck out. Now we'll look to deliver some blows from the top.
Ben, you will have, feel me with this. There are some guys out there that may have nowhere near the grappling pedigree of his competitor, but somehow just be one of those guys that has the ability to escape and to evade the submissions and make everything that you do right not work out. Just like this, I mean, he's able to scramble and stay relevant in this fight with a Dakota Pell who is very, very well-rounded.
Well, here's the thing. You have different strengths in fighting. You have short guys that are just like fire plugs, you know what I mean? And then you have long guys. They just have that long, lanky, that balance strength that they could, you try to flip them, they could hold out, they could bring your arms out, which he didn't do. But he has different strength. It's going to be harder for you to get a high crotch on him because his crotch is so high. There's different things, you could do that you can't do on him.
Woods going for a triangle here.
Yeah, well, nothing else. He looks like he's lining up this Eddie Bravo style rubber guard. Meanwhile, his left foot is sort of using the butterfly hook.
I would like this to I'd like to see this going back to standing and
see if Pell could utilize his boxing background.
I didn't like that close distance. I think maybe he was more timid. When was his last amateur fight, you know? It seems like he's kind of rusty a little bit, you know?
Oh, here we go. Dakota Pell back up on the feet. And Leo Woods is able to reverse yet again. And another reversal from Dakota Pell, this time in crossbody. Iron cross crucifix there, left knee of Dakota Pell.
Nice.
But look at this. Again, Leo Woods, the long, lanky frame, able to reverse, end up back on top.
And Dakota Pell wasn't taking his time to get that positioning. You gotta make sure you get your positioning, everything intact to get that full mount.
I've said this repeatedly. Leo Woods is one of those natural athletes that, with the proper training and continued improvement, could be a phenom in this sport. He just has those natural gifts.
Those natural tools, man. I mean, it's amazing. You see him. How tall is he? He's like what, 6'3", and he fights at 145. Jeez, that's impressive.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Guys, take us through this.
He goes on. He goes for that guillotine, closes the distance. He gets that guillotine, that hook at least, but he doesn't grab the other arm. You have to have both of your hands connected to pull off that guillotine. I think he's really just rushing his movement and his technique, lack of technique, and that's what's getting him into trouble here in this fight.
Who would you guys score that round to?
That was very, very close. Dakota Pell, you know, he sort of asserted himself with the technical movement, but was thwarted in many ways by the reaction of Leo Woods. Very, very close first round.
Yeah.
50-50. Maybe Dakota Pell, he did spend some time in crossbody, but in the end, so did Leo Woods.
Nice combination by Pell, showing the boxing skills he has.
Seeing that head movement, and you saw that cross that he didn't put a lot into it, but you saw that cross, the good technique.
Of course, Dakota Pell standing in the southpaw position can create a problem for some fighters that aren't prepared for that style.
Jab stuck by Leo Woods in the white, Pell in the black. Round 2 scheduled for 3-3-minute rounds. Amateur MMA.
Dakota Woods not as active as we've seen out of him. Just as I say that, slip to the back and a trip. Looking to establish rear mount control.
And
Leo Woods needs to watch here. We saw it in the last fight.
And
the rear naked choke is coming.
Dakota Pell killing the distance and going to the ground straight away.
And to the mount.
He might not be used to standing with a guy that long.
Well, this is something else you need to watch when you're working with a really tall guy moving to full mount position. Just a simple bridge from Leo Woods could reverse the position.
And he gave up a very advantageous position where he had his back, and he went to this instead. Pell, that is.
Yeah, he's trying to get what he can
get. There we go.
Yeah.
And like you just said, he just a simple bridge, and he's on top.
Now, can Leo Woods take advantage of the position? Not a lot of damage inflicted by Dakota Pell onto Leo Woods in those advantageous positions. So it is really in Leo Woods' side of the court here to open up and take this round.
Yeah, he's what you see looks like he's trying to set up a triangle. Dakota Pell looks like he likes to go for triangles. He's constantly trying to push that arm down, that right arm of Leo Woods.
Leo Woods using the cage to his advantage here.
Woods sticking a few shots, but not very active on top. Now
here we go, opening up.
Yep.
Pell just unable to get his hips in a position to enact his guard game.
Just trying to get
now looking for the triangle choke. Leo Woods not respecting the position at all. It's a reverse triangle position with the legs there.
That's the end of round number 2.
This
So
is going to be.
How do you score that round?
Jeez, man.
You know, again, that's a toss-up. Leo Woods finishing up on top. That's the last thing the judges are going to see. Again, not a lot of damage inflicted by Dakota Pell when he was on top. And the same can be said in the first round with Leo Woods finishing on top. I don't know.
Here's the thing, and me being a fighter personally, that we are Dakota Pell. This is his hometown. We're in his hometown. I would not want to go to decision with him in his hometown. Not saying there's crooked judges or anything.
Right.
I'm just saying you don't want to do that because the fans are going to be all about him anyway, him cheering, and it looks good for the judges too, you know.
Well, that's a good point. But that being said, Dakota Pell is in front of his hometown. He's going to want to show out. He doesn't want to drop the loss. I'm sure David Robbins saying, take a few deep breaths. Let's go out here and finish this fight. We can't leave it in the hands of the judges.
Yeah. So does Leo Woods' corner. Do they need to take that approach, as Ben was talking about, that, hey, you could very well be down 2 rounds to none. Let's not leave it to chance.
Undoubtedly. Anytime you enter hostile territory, that's something that you've got to be aware of.
Third and final round scheduled for 3 minutes here. Valor Fights 37, Cleveland, Tennessee. Jab stuck by Woods.
Again,
in the
Dakota
white.
Pell, a fighter who's known for being very, very active. More of a flat-footed posture here than we're used to seeing. Possibly that groundwork taking some of the air out of his sails.
Yeah, it's I agree with you on that.
Big shots there by Leo Woods. Down goes Dakota Pell.
Come
Leo
on up.
Woods drawing the pedigreed boxer back to the feet. Dakota Pell shaking it off.
Oh, and Pell's still hurt,
This
though.
is not a good spot here for Dakota Pell. Looking for the takedown. Leo Woods back to his feet again, drawing Dakota Pell back up.
Come on, buddy. Come on. That's what he's saying.
Pell very slow to his feet
Wow.
there.
Dakota Pell
He must be
is in a
exhausted.
tough spot here.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly exhausted.
And Woods firing away on Pell.
And this could be on the way to a 10-8 round for Leo Woods.
Kick by Pell.
He's Leo Woods got to muster up some heart and really put it down.
Down goes Pell again, and it's
So-
a done deal. Leo Woods takes it. What a surprise!
And he did it. He mustered that up. Straight cross, boom, right to the kisser.
A late replacement, Leo Woods from Newport beats the hometown guy, Dakota Pell, in the stand-up game, even despite that boxing background for Pell. Impressive.
Yeah, and again, the last-minute replacement. Leo Woods was on the couch yesterday.
Yeah.
When he got the call, he comes out and brings home the victory. You can see it right there. At this point, Dakota Pell, he seems to be out of gas, and Leo Woods turns it on.
Well,
After 2 big knockdowns, Leo Woods with the victory here by TKO.
you see what being on the couch does for you. You know what? I slept on a couch last night, and look at me now. I'm in a burgundy suit.
That's true. Very true.
And we'll see here what the shot that put him down.
There it is,
That
a
right.
big right hand down the middle.
Yep.
Again.
And we were just talking about it going into that round, that Woods' corner needed to kind of take the approach that you could very well be. It's Cleveland, Tennessee. You could be down in the scorecards 2-0. You have to go for it. He went for it.
Yeah.
Pell was out of gas. All right. So announce our winner. Back to the cage. Here's Jennifer.
Your referee stops this bout at 1 minute and 26 seconds into the third round. For your winner by TKO due to strikes, out of the Hogs red corner, Leo Woods. This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the Hogs red corner. She weighed in at 163 pounds, holds a record of 0 wins with 1 loss, and fights out of Black Forest MMA in Summersville, South Carolina, Lauren Kyle. And her opponent across this cage to my left. She weighed in at 164 pounds, holds an undefeated record of 1 win with no losses, and fights out of Tenacity Fitness in Tracy City, Tennessee, Jill Myers. Your referee when the action begins, Jimmy Neal.
I have seen Lauren Kyle in action as well. And what I saw was that she does have a solid chin. She can absorb the leg kicks and the body shots. A tough individual, but Jill Myers, an athlete on an ultimate level.
Jimmy Neely, our referee. Lauren Kyle in the black-gray long tights. Jill Myers in the black and purple tights. Catchweight bout at 165, presented by Fighting for Autism. Three-minute rounds were underway. Valor Fights 37.
Lauren Kyle on those wheels early, moving around. Oh, big shot by Jill Myers right out of the gate.
Oh, down.
Opening up on Lauren Kyle.
It's over. Jimmy Neely has called it.
What a finish.
Oh,
Lauren,
I was hoping to see a lot more than that.
Lauren Kyle did not agree with that stoppage.
Maybe a little quick. Let's take a look at the replay.
Jimmy Neely says it's over, and Mark Loss will go check on Lauren Kyle. She was clearly stunned.
Right.
Yeah,
but again, I've seen Lauren Kyle stunned before and continue to toe forward. It was a jab by Jill Myers that kicked it off.
Nice
Some
combo.
short shots there. Kyle staggering back.
None of those really
Down
were
she
clean.
goes.
Yeah.
None of them are really clean. I was really expecting a nasty war out of these two women.
That being said, you turn your back, you go down hard. You're subject to the referee's discretion there.
that is absolutely true. You have a good point. You turn your back in your fight, that means you don't want to fight anymore.
Did she? Well, I guess she kind of did. I was going to say, was it intentional? Was she kind of stumbling, or how much that's factored in? All right, to the cage still. Fighter to announce our winner here is Jennifer.
Your referee stops this bout at 21 seconds into the first round for your winner by TKO due to strikes. Out of the OEB blue corner, Jill Myers. This battle is scheduled for three-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the Hogs red corner. He weighed in at 201 pounds, holds an undefeated record of 2 wins with no losses, and fights out of over 9,000 in Hazel Green, Alabama, Travis Gregoire. And his opponent across the cage to my left. He weighed in at 203 pounds, holds an undefeated record of 4 wins with no losses, and fights out of MMA Institute in Dayton, Tennessee, King James Garmany. Your referee when the action begins is Jimmy Neely.
Jimmy Neely, our referee for James Garmany's Amateur Valor Light Heavyweight Championship. It's presented by Fighting for Autism. Travis Gregoire in the gray trunks, James Garmany in the white trunks. 3-minute rounds from Cleveland, Tennessee. Valor Fights 37. Here we go.
Travis.
And again, don't blink here. Garmany, when he fires hard. You see that right hand already touching the chin of Travis Gregoire. Very unorthodox style.
Oh.
Gregoire keeps on shaking strikes off every time he gets hit. He's
like
not
a drunk
really
in a
impressed.
car wreck.
Very cautious with those kicks, but nice side kick there.
Drunken monkey style.
Garmany's put together in the lower body, man.
Yeah, you got
Another big right hand by James Garmany, closing the distance. Oh, that was a hard
he's
shot.
Out, he's out.
He's out on his feet.
Wow.
That's a done deal.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, he was looking for that opportunity, that slick knockout opportunity, so he got it.
Wow. He was out before he hit the deck. Wow.
He
And
moves to 5-0.
James Garmany, I was just getting ready to say, James Garmany punches with bad intentions.
Oh, there it is, man. I mean,
Yeah.
he was standing there for like 2 seconds before he went down with Garmany unloading. And he is still out here. What a finish by the Valor Fights
Here's
light
another
heavyweight
look
champion.
At it. Here, Casey, sorry about that. Take a
Here's
look
another
at it here.
angle right here, and it goes. He's just like he puts his head down, and then you'll see Gregoire. He puts his head down just a little bit.
Oh.
Boom.
It's just the front of the chin, and yeah, he was
Wow.
out. Then it took a second one, and a partial glancing third
Just
one.
right
but
at the sweet spot. Actually, the temple and right behind the ear is always the sweet spot.
looked like he caught some
Catch
chin
people.
too, like front
Yeah,
of the
he got
chin.
he got the chin as well. Maybe his hands are just that big.
Wow,
There you
Greg.
go. Here's a playback again.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, and then the second one
Yeah,
flush.
he followed up on the chin with multiple punches.
Unbelievable. James Garmany just bad intentions with his blows.
Gregoire back up on his feet. That's great to see. But utter dominance by the champion. Big things in the future for James Garmany.
All right, let's announce our winner. Here's Jennifer.
Your referee stops this fight at 51 seconds into the first round. For your winner by knockout, and he remains Valor's amateur light heavyweight champion, King James Garmany. This battle is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the Hog's Red corner, he weighed in at 125 pounds, holds a record of 3 wins with 4 losses, and fights out of DeBello MMA in Warner Robins, Georgia, Damarcus Airtime Holmes. And his opponent across the cage to my left, he weighed in at 123 pounds, holds a professional undefeated record of 2 wins with no losses, and fights out of Bushido MMA in Kingsport, Tennessee, Warden Devin Ward. Your referee when the action begins is Nate Jolly.
Nate Jolly, our referee for this Flyweight Pro MMA bout presented by Flow Combat. Damarcus Holmes in the flashy boxing-style trunks, black and gold with airtime on the front. Devin Ward with the black trunks. And this is a flyweight bout at 125, 3 5-minute rounds. Valor Fights 37, and we're underway.
Fast pace, small guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
2 stiff jabs. Scored by Damarcus Holmes right out of the gate. Lands in the guard of Devin Ward, which is extremely dangerous. Holmes is going to have to be very, very careful here.
The submission prowess of these two, you always have to be on point.
And Ward's doing correctly. He has the hooks. He's bringing them down, keeping his head down, keeping his posture down. So no unnecessary ground and pound from Holmes.
In his last outing, we saw Devin Ward secure a triangle choke on Michael Whaley and actually end up holding that thing for a duration of a 5-minute round for the most part of it, which can be very tiring on your legs. Still yet, he was able to continue forth and completely dominate the bout with unanimous decision victory.
Gotta love those flashy trunks by Holmes. Goodness.
One of my buddies, not to name names, but he's in the UFC. He said he used to wear those shorts, and he is so tired of people just holding on to him, yanking them, that he just went to regular shorts.
You're not supposed to, but sometimes you can get away with little stuff like that.
Well, there has been talk about actually banning these because during the grappling game, it can cause cause problems in the transitions and so forth. More so, you see these originally in boxing and kickboxing where you don't actually run into those issues.
Right, you could see it flying,
here we go.
flailing in somebody's eye, maybe.
I've seen in a fight where actually one of the things got ripped out because it was being held on so much.
Holmes still on top, and the head up against the cage of Devin Ward.
And that's the thing, too. Having Devin Ward up against the cage, it prevents him from utilizing his hip movement the way he needs to secure his guard submissions. Very smart work by Damarcus Holmes. That being said, if he sleeps, Warden will take advantage.
He's going for that, seeing if he can get that triangle, seeing if he can get that left leg up, but doesn't seem to be. It looks like they're going to going back down for seconds.
Damarcus Holmes with the pass.
That was a quick pass.
Attempting to move to mount, ends up in the half guard of Devin Ward. Devin Ward with the right underhook. That's where, I'm sorry, the underhook with the left. He needs to have that. Yes. And that will allow him to regain his composure and move back to his feet. Excellent move by Devin Ward.
Fans recognize the work of these two guys, especially Ward there to get to his feet.
Of course, Bushido MMA, tremendous fan favorite, or tremendous fan base, and Devin Ward, a tremendous fan favorite. Nice shot there, causing Damarcus Holmes to miss.
Yeah, he tried to answer back, but contacted only air. 3 5-minute rounds is what we're scheduled for.
Nice slip there, body shot by Damarcus Holmes.
And already, just being in one round, you could tell this is a good matchup. Good, evenly, both seasoned fighters, both well-rounded.
Damarcus Holmes giving up a little bit of space there inside the cage. And another takedown by Holmes. This time landing in the guard of Devin Ward, away from the cage, and Holmes attempting to pass yet again. Great guard work by the Warden.
Absolutely. Holmes is also doing well. He's not getting sunk into that triangle game of Ward.
Well, Devin Ward is comfortable, but comfortable is not going to get it done in these defensive postures. He was starting to sort of come on there on the feet, landing a few shots. If I'm Devin Ward, I'm going to be looking to find a way back up to the standing base and get it back into the striking range, and that's something in round 2 that I see him attempting.
Yeah, even though Holmes isn't doing anything damaging or overwhelming, he's still going to get the round likely on the judges' scorecards because he's been in the top position a lot.
Absolutely.
Undoubtedly, two takedowns and dominant control here.
Yeah. It's good ground and pound too. I mean, he's being effective too. You know,
and Holmes has been in there with some deep talent, great submission specialist. He knows how to work. Devin Ward is going to have to get very, very sneaky on the ground in order to catch Damarcus Holmes, or he's going to need to get it back up on the feet and land some big shots.
So, Ben, do you agree with what Casey's saying, that they need to stay on their feet? If you're Ward, you want to see how it goes on the feet?
Yeah, he needs to try to work being standing up and maybe use a little bit more footwork to try to keep it.
And here we see it. Damarcus Holmes slipping the right hand of Devin Ward, getting what I believe is the second takedown of the first round for Damarcus Holmes, and doing what it takes to secure it.
He's going forward, and he's stepping forward. He needs to step forward, but every step he needs to throw a punch. Right there, he was being lazy and just threw one punch going in. He needs to stay. If he's going to go straight into a guy that goes for takedowns, you need to.
And it was a big looping punch too. Those are, that's a simple duck and step forward.
Damarcus Airtime Holmes and the Warden Devin Ward. It's our flyweight pro MMA bout. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Nate Jolly says, let's go. They'll touch gloves. Round number 2 is underway at Valor Fights 37. Oh, big
left hook there by Devin Ward. Another left hook. And now Devin Ward shoots for the takedown, but Holmes again on top.
Reverse the takedown, and Holmes is on top. So is that a takedown for him?
Absolutely. I will say, too, that Damarcus Holmes, or Devin Ward, he needs to get that left underhook. That's what he's doing. That will allow him to work and operate from inside the half guard, and he regains that full guard control here.
See, like somebody in the crowd said, Ward is locking him down, but he just broke posture. He's up posturing now. Holmes is. See, people at home that don't know, when somebody's in your guard, when you have somebody in between your legs, you need to break down their posture so they have no space.
Here we go. Beautiful sweep there by Devin Ward.
And that's how you do it.
Very good from the mount position.
You kill that space, you posture them down, break their posture, and then you could sweep them,
now,
do whatever.
Let's see the top game of Devin Ward here. already appears to be more active.
Stuck a little shot. There's another little one with the right for head control.
Devin Ward worked a lot with Doug Achilles Williams leading up to this fight. And that's a guy that's known for his grappling prowess, his wrestling, and his top pressure. Damarcus Holmes really loose, with that wide open guard. He needs to watch. Anything can happen. Even Devin Ward reaching back and grabbing the leg for an ankle submission. Those things happen here. Oh, beautiful elevator by Damarcus Holmes, and he is back on top yet again. Possibly looking for that guillotine. We talked about it.
Yeah, you said that. He goes for that guillotine.
Devin Ward's got his head turned in. He seems to be defending well.
Yeah, he knows how to defend a guillotine.
Yeah, but see, Damarcus Holmes comboing that with that left knee to the head. So it's forcing Devin Ward to defend, but at the same time, he's got to watch out. And again, Holmes continuing to toll onto that guillotine. Of course, once they're on the ground, no worries about the knees to the head.
Gave up the knee, but you can see toll taken on Devin Ward. That face is really red of Ward.
Well, that could be from damage. It could also be by the cortisol buildup, the nerves.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of hard work by these guys. Oh, here we go. Devin Ward's looking to use the reversal, the half guard reversal. Damarcus Holmes ends up on bottom.
You got Holmes. He was trying to go for that guillotine again, the arm in, which I'm not a big fan of. Now we're in Holmes' guard. This is a back and forth match right here. This is a very evenly matched fight. Very
evenly matched. And again, very loose guard by Damarcus Holmes. It's worked in his favor, though. He's been able to elevate Devin Ward. Look at here. That left leg hanging in there. I'm telling you, watch out. Devin Ward will sit back and crank on that ankle. Heel hook's perfectly legal here in the pro ranks.
Round two.
Holmes looked like he was trying to push Ward away to stand up. Wonder if he's wanting to switch it up now. I think he was doing just fine on his feet. He landed 2 big left hooks.
If Ward can finish this out in this type of position on top, raining down, even though Holmes had the advantage earlier in the round, it's going to be a tough round to score.
Quite possibly. It could go in the direction of Devin Ward.
Nice.
But now we're here in the standing position, right at 40 seconds left in round 2. Anybody's round, in my opinion.
Big left miss by Holmes.
Holmes likes that that counter left hook.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah, it's been money for him.
Stuffed that attempt, rolled to the back.
Devin Ward seems to be in trouble here. That left hook that landed a second ago, there may have been a delayed response.
Got full mount right now.
Yeah.
Ready to go into half mount.
It's almost as if Ward crumble, he's going to have to hold on tight here.
Now this is a good position to end the round on for Holmes.
Oh, wow.
Gives a final impression of dominance.
Absolutely.
If you're in that position.
Yeah.
Valor Fights.
East 26.
Valor Fights.
I got Valor.
Fairgrounds Sports Arena.
I got Valor.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Woo. They gon' love me for my valor. Pressure building by
Valor
the hour.
Fights.
And so would you have it 2 rounds to none for Holmes?
Yes.
I would as well. And I think, we have one more round left, but I think Damarcus Holmes was correct when he told me that he's just more seasoned of a fighter.
And he may be sensing a break once again there in the last moments. He may come out with a full head of steam, and that, of course, you still have to worry about the tenacity of Devin Ward. This guy is still extremely, extremely dangerous.
How bad does he want it?
Yeah, when you have a high-level guy that can submit you, you're on point, Casey, and that you can't let your guard down. It only takes a split second.
Not at all.
Third and final round, scheduled for 5 minutes.
Touch of glove and respect.
Nice head kick from Ward.
Devin Ward coming out fresh.
Holmes, couple feints. Oh,
Right.
big
Ooh,
left.
flying
Yeah.
knee.
On the
He did a double flying knee and landed the left one on Holmes. The tenacity, the word of the night.
Ward moving his hands loose. He's got him low, though.
Yeah, Ward was stalking him down a little, for a second there.
Devin Ward needs to keep that right hand high. As you mentioned, Ben, that left hook has really been on point for Damarcus Holmes.
That good old counter left hook.
Oh,
There's a
just
stuff.
shot
and
from
they
way
go
outside.
back
I think
down.
he essentially pulled guard right there. It's the most comfortable position he can be in. I think he's gonna make a push to possibly finish this by submission.
And you know, me personally, I would like them to understand that just because somebody goes to the ground, your opponent goes to the ground, doesn't mean you have to go to the ground too. They're each doing fine on the stand-up. I mean, it's going back and forth pretty well. They could easily, you know.
And you're correct. There have been times where Devin Ward has reversed Damarcus Holmes, put him in tough positions, and put him in jeopardy of losing the round in both the first and the second.
Yeah.
You know, so Devin Ward has had his moments, so that might be he might see this as his only opportunity. You know, possibly get a reversal and get a finish. He has to have a finish, though, in my estimation.
Yeah, and I think I was going to go there too, because he may feel like the only chance for me to finish is not in the stand-up game, is to catch him in a mistake, even if it's, you know, in guard.
Yeah, and we can't be in his head. I mean, we don't know how much those left hooks that are landing are hurting him. Devin Ward's in a tough spot here.
Yeah, it's.
But just as we see Nate Jolly stepping in, Devin Ward reacts.
I was very close to being stopped by Nate Jolly.
Now we saw an elevator, a reversal from that half guard position out of Devin Ward in the second round.
We're approaching the halfway point in our third and final round. It could very well be 2-0 for Holmes, who is on top.
Oh, here we go. Look like Devin Ward looking for the knee.
I like the heart of these two fighters. I mean, they're really sticking in there, trying to finish. You know, which.
All right, there we go. The trunk's getting in the way.
Wow. Nate Jolly had to free his trunks up.
They need to stand this up. I'd like for it to stand up.
2 minutes left in this fight.
And again, Devin Ward just covering up. Here we go, an underhook by Devin Ward in a seated position. We might see him work his way back up. He needs a miracle right now if he wants to preserve his undefeated professional record.
That's true.
Oh, here we go.
Marcus
Holmes mounting, but he does have his left arm tied up.
Got out. You think of the attack of Holmes's left leg there.
Well, that's a traditional or like a Eddie Bravo type lockdown position there on the half guard. It's used to set up sweeps and so forth. You don't see it as often in mixed martial arts, although his half guard has been very effective throughout the fight, just not effective enough.
Actually, I like that lock when people put me in it because it actually stretches out my Achilles tendons, and it actually helps because I have bad Achilles tendons. Put it out, and how you reverse that, it actually hurts because it messes with your Achilles. You just lean back and put your weight back, and it actually crushes their legs together, and they end up letting go.
Well, there you have it. Money saved on being gay.
Yeah. Excuse yourself.
And Holmes still in control with about 30 seconds left in this fight.
And here we go. Devin Ward making a final push. Here we go.
Back.
Again, Damarcus Holmes looking for the finish. But Devin Ward will not go quietly into the night here.
I'm about ready to go quietly into the night.
Holmes, final 10 seconds. He's going to rain down shots.
Oh, big shots.
Uh-oh.
Big shots in the
Is it
closing
gonna do it?
moments.
Stop it. Stop it.
Wow.
Big finish there by Damarcus Holmes.
And that's how you finish rounds. At the end of the rounds, that's how you finish them.
In fights as well.
Yeah.
That was the exclamation point. You can put that in big 72 font for Damarcus Holmes. What a statement by Holmes and a great way to finish this fight. It's going to go to the judges' scorecards, but Damarcus Holmes, as the fight went on, looked stronger and stronger, Ben, and it looks like he's going to get a unanimous decision.
Oh, of course, yeah. Holmes is going to get that win. I mean, he was right, man. He was more determined. He just had more of the experience, and it showed. I mean, he's got it. He's on it. He's kind of some shout outs. We can't hear him, but congratulations.
Damarcus Holmes from Warner Robins, Georgia, coming down, and looks like he's going to get a unanimous decision win over a terrific, previously undefeated fighter in the Ward, Devin Ward. There you see Damarcus Holmes talking to his crew. We're going to go to the judges' scorecards, and you never know when you do go to the judges' scorecards, but terrific judges here tonight. Neil Fralward, Steve Leach, and Lisa Duran.
I think that was his mama that he gave his hug to, kiss to after.
All right, ready to go to the judges' scorecards and find out who the winner is. Let's go to Jennifer.
After 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to your judges' scorecard for decision. All 3 judges score this fight 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the Hogs red corner, Damarcus "Airtime" Holmes.